You are the one who always checks up on everyone, and you notice when their mood change. You remember the small things they told you. Then you make sure they're okay, even when you're not. And when it's your turn to be cared for, nobody notices you. And after some time, you stop expecting them to. At first, it doesn't feel like it's a problem, until you start thinking, maybe I'm just kind, that's just who I am. The reliable person, a person who's mature and strong to handle it. Or maybe you are doing too much, just to make others feel you are capable, or just to gain pride in it. But sometimes, being the one who's caring the most starts to feel heavy. Not that you don't like caring for others, but caring for others don't actually comes back this same way. At some point, it becomes automatic, where you're the one who replies first, the one who checks in and notices when something feels off. If they are stressed, they call you. When they're confused, they text you. Even when they also need advice, you shows up. And you don't even complain about it. Then you tell yourself, it's just who you are. But here's the part everybody missed. You rarely talk about your own problems. And when something is bothering you, you downplay it, saying, it's nothing. So over time, people stop asking because that's how you make it look like. That doesn't mean they don't care. The problem is that you've trained them to believe that you don't need caring. Always acting the strong one of them all. But strong people don't look like they need help. It didn't start randomly. It gets to a point where you learn that being needed feels safe, and when people rely on you, you feel valued, important, and it makes it look like you still matter. And you might not even notice it happening. Slowly, your brain made a connection, thinking if I am useful, I won't be ignored or rejected, and if I help solve problems, I'll always have a place. So you became the dependable one. Not just because you're kind, it's because it feels secure and safe, because there's less risk in being the helper than being the one who needs help. Because needing people is vulnerable, which means you could be disappointed, overlooked, and get rejected by others. You give, you support, you help, even without people asking. Without even realizing it, you build your value around being needed. But being needed is not the same as being known. Here's the part that's hard to accept. Being the strong one was never the problem. Caring was never a weakness. The real problem is believing that your value only exists when you are useful to them. And the moment you tie your worth to how much you give, you'll always feel empty when it's not returned the same way. That doesn't mean people don't care. You never allowed yourself to be seen without your defenses. You never showed them the sad part of you, the part when you are confused, and the part when you also need reassurance. You only showed strength, and strength is easy to rely on, but hard to connect with. Maybe it isn't all about caring less. It might be how you let yourself to be seen without performing strength. And you choose not to ask for help, even if you are not okay. You won't let someone show up for you without earning it first. Because being needed might make you feel less important. But being known is what makes you feel connected. And you deserve that too. Maybe this was never about caring too much. It was trying to earn love by being strong all the time. And if you kept giving and staying dependable, you think no one would leave. That's a joke. Because connection doesn't come from being needed, it comes from being known. And you can't be known if you've never let anyone see the soft parts of you. But do you know that you don't need to perform just to get loved, or to be useful to feel valuable? If this sounded like you have to stop pretending you're fine when you're not. And stop being the one that cared too much. Because at the end of the day, good people often get used. If you've been there, just comment, me. If this video is helpful to you, do well to subscribe, like, and share to whom might need it. Thanks for watching.